So, yo, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok right now. Yo, what's up for you guys? Good morning for y'all watching this on the YouTube replay. This is going to be a good one because stocks are going nuts today. If we look at us, we're up 2.5% on the day. So, we're finally green year to date. We're green 1.32%. Here are all the stocks that we own in here. And here's my total percent change. So, we're almost green on Google. And, United Health has been struggling. Look at them year to date. So we know United Health has been struggling. Yo, what's up, Angel? Get in on D-Wave Quantum. Hey, yeah. Yeah, we'll check out some stocks in a minute here. Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know. We will check them out. Yeah, look at all these stocks in the pre-market. Apple's up 7, Tesla's up 7. Pretty much everything's green except for actually bonds just had a nice little recovery. REITs might go green today, but let me show you the most impressive part. Oh yeah, we also have a Roth IRA. We have a $1,000 Roth IRA. It's kind of small, but we're up 1.3%. Here are the three stocks that we own in here. We're luckily green on every stock. I mean, not by much, single digit returns, but hey, I'm trying to build up the Roth. Should I buy calls for the SPY? I mean, yo, the risk to reward doesn't look too great now. Like the rallies kind of already happened. Like look at them. So it's tough to buy a call, but I could see the market just keep on going up. But it, ah, it's not as I would wait for maybe a pullback. And let me show you the Mumu portfolio. Yo, what's up, Miguel? How's it going, dude? Here's the Mumu portfolio. We're now up all time, $2,600 in here, and we're up on every stock in here except for the REIT, or today, I mean. The REIT is down in the pre-market, which follows bonds. But anyway, all our other stocks are booming. Like Amazon, you won't believe this. Amazon is up 7.73% overnight market. Yo, what up, Chris? How's it going, bro? Woke up like it's early Christmas, bro. I've never streamed this early before, so actually just woke up less than 30 minutes ago. You can probably tell. I need some coffee, man. I have some tea right here. I'm 24. Um, at 24 away from financial freedom. Yo, what's up, dude? Oh yeah, we should look at D-Wave Quantum. What's the ticker symbol for that one? I is it D-Wave or I I think it's let me just type in D-Wave. Oh, QBTS. Okay, I'm slow. Okay, QBTS. So let's look at D-Wave Quantum. Yeah, they're up 6% in the pre-market. They reported some very strong earnings. If you look at the orange line, analysts were expecting 10 million. Well, they reported 15 million. So, and they lost less net income than expected. Like, look at that huge growth in sales. I mean, again, sales are only 15 million, but it was better than the analysts expected. They also issued some shares. Look at this balance sheet. Like, they grew their assets and lowered their liabilities. That was great news. So they're definitely not going bankrupt. So yeah. Should have bought Friday, knowing all these talks were over the weekend. Yo, what up, Zero? Uh, yeah, I'm always trying to dollar cost average. Again, you want to make you can don't listen to me. This isn't financial advice. You want to dollar cost average into the market, in my opinion, instead of spending all your money at once. But that doesn't always work. It's like, look at this stock right here. We dollar cost average anyway, and we're down a lot. So always do your own research. Oh, I haven't even looked at the Weeble portfolio today. Y'all won't believe this. Look. We're only down 0.63% all time in here. We, I like being completely transparent. I go to every other TikTok stream. No one shows their losers. Here are my big losers: UiPath, Zoom, AMD, Enphase. But luckily we're offset by a lot of winners. Like the ticker symbol Dave is doing great. They've doubled. I bought this stock literally April 8th or something, and they've just done incredible. So Dave has been a cool winner for me. Robinhood, Disney, bro. I literally bought Disney on what's the date here? 4/14. So April 14th. Yeah, you can see the buy right there. Little buy, and Disney's done great. They had some really good earnings. So yeah, what up, Coconut? Let's look at AMD again. I do own that one. If you go down here, we're down 11%. But look in the pre-market. This is incredible. AMD is up 7% in the pre-market. So you know what? I'll give you a quick analysis on them. And I'll show you why I like them. It's a big data center play. They just had some stellar earnings. So check this out. I'll be quick about this because, and then, yo, what up, Danny? Yo, Danny, how's it going, dude? Good to see you. Look at AMD's PC GPU market share. It's at 16%, but I like them as a data center play. Check out this data center business growth. I mean, you can't make this up. It's up 57% from the previous year. That's really good news. What about their client revenue? Or they just combine those two segments? Well, either way, let me look at the free cash flow. Look at the green number. That's the year over year free cash flow growth is incredible. Look at the net income growth. I mean, in this monster balance sheet. I mean, no net debt on AMD. So those are some of the few financial highlights that I like about them. Pharma's about to crash. Yeah, Trump is really coming down on healthcare like an Eli Lilly. So as we see, all these stocks are super green in the pre-market. But let me go look at Eli Lilly. If we go to my mega caps here, yeah, Eli Lilly is down 2% in the pre-market. So that's all Trump's doing. But oh, look at like Nike. If you kind of look at it says pre and it says the green number there. Those are what they're doing. Like Nike's up 6, Meta's up 7. Here, I'll just go back to Robinhood here. So yo, good morning to everyone. You should have a super green portfolio today. Yo, what up? Chinese stocks today? Yo, let's actually look at some of them. Let's like look at an Alibaba real quick, and let's see. Um, where is so the China Terra Tef? Honestly, Tencent is my favorite Chinese stock. You know, if you don't know, this company owns Supercell, so they own like Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. They own PUBG. They own 50% of Fortnite. Huge gaming company, and they have investments in a lot of other Chinese stocks as well. So let's look at Alibaba though. This company, they're trading at 18 times net income, so a very fair valuation. We can see their active customers. They have 903 million annual active customers. This is an e-commerce play. You've heard of Alibaba. You know, they made 6 billion in the most recent quarter, another 6 billion the quarter before. So their printed net income, it's pretty impressive. 10 billion of free cash flow the most recent quarter, and that's in US dollars as well. So yeah, that is Alibaba. They're, you know, th- they haven't done great on the weekly. This was Charlie Munger's last pick, and I think it's honestly a decent pick. They're an e-commerce play. What owns Supercell? That was Tencent. Yeah, if you've heard of Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, here I'll go back to this. Oh, if you've heard of Riot Games, I forgot to mention the biggest thing they own. You've heard of Valorant, League of Legends, Riot Games. This is the company that owns it. They're a Chinese company. It's Tencent. They're a $582 billion company. And here, I'll just show you some of their stats real quick. I'll be quick about this. So check this out. They have a 21 PE, pretty fair. And look at the net income. This is the ridiculous part. This is in US dollars. I don't believe it. They make 7 billion of net income every quarter. And that's crazy. The free cash flow is just as good, literally more than 7 billion a quarter. So I would say this is my favorite Chinese stock. I don't own them, but I'm looking into that. So anyway, let's keep going here. My Elf stock is up like crazy. Let's check out Elf Beauty. I know this company is wow, they're up 11% in the pre-market. If we kind of go, geez, I'm sorry here. Sorry, man. Um, Drinking my tea here. We're back. Yo, what up, money? Talks. Is stocks gonna push down? I don't know. But here's Elf Beauty. This company has seen some phenomenal growth. I mean, just look at the annual sales. This is why a lot of people like Elf. They really have some organic growth. They're taking market share from like an Estate Lauder. And this is the only bad news. This is why I think the stock has kind of seen this huge decline. Analysts weren't really expecting this because the revenue's up 31%, but the net income is down 35. So what that means is their net margins are being hurt. But I think that's all priced in now. Their net margins are still positive. That's the good news. They're not losing money right now. So yo, 79 Cool Breeze said thoughts on SoFi. Yeah, so I do own that one. They're a fintech. They have their own banking charter. I have 24 shares of them, nothing crazy. But, with these riskier kind of companies, you just don't want to have a huge chunk of your portfolio in them because they're so risky. They move like a call option sometimes. Like they're up 6% in the pre-market. But SoFi is one that I believe has phenomenal fundamentals. That's why I own them. Like, look at just their financial services business. You can't make this up. It's up 101%, literally to a new record. So huge organic growth here. And look at this, they're net income positive. This is great news. If we zoom out to last year, they used to lose 100 mil a quarter. Now they're actually making 100 mil plus a quarter. So I really like SoFi. Oh, hey, what up, custom? If you want to get this app, it's in the link tree in bio. First link there. NXTT. Uh-oh. Yo. Um, Sorry, there is a little Wi-Fi. I'm not at my house right now. I'm on some pretty crappy Wi-Fi, so I do apologize. It says we're back though. Anyway, let's look at NXTT. Let's keep looking at some stocks here. Yeah, I'm reading both the YouTube and the TikTok chat. So here's Next Technology. This thing looks really risky, but they're up 125% in the pre-market. So there must be some good news here. The company holds 5,800 Bitcoin. Okay, that's probably why they're rising to that market cap. I know I again, that thing looks really risky. I wouldn't probably trust any of my money with that one. But it looks like they just own a bunch of Bitcoin. They might be like a kind of like a micro strategy. Yo, what up, Gabe? He said OSCR. This is Oscar Health. You guys won't believe the growth here. If you kind of look at them, they just reported earnings too. Wow, they're up 8% in the pre-market. That's incredible. But here's why this company is really impressive. Look at this. In 2019, sales were 500 million. Now the sales for the full year 2024 were 9.12 billion. I mean, incredible growth. Did like 10x the sales. The only reason the stock I think has been a little bit flat for the past couple years is because they couldn't stay net income positive. Like they made money, then they go back to losing money. But it looks like they just had a amazing quarter, 275 million of net income. So they need to keep that up. And it looks like they had some good projections. Yo, custom. Yes, sir. We're gonna have a big green day today. I'll be quick about this. I'll go back to my main taxable account here. We're up 2.85% in the pre-market. I mean, this is crazy. The only stock down is McDonald's. Um, they're kind of seen as like they do good in a recession. They actually do good whether we're in a recession or not. But anyway, yeah, here's Nvidia. The SPY's up 2.8. Congrats if you own any stocks. It's gonna be a good day tomorrow. Yo, Stinky, what's up, dude? He said Palantir. Let's check it out. So Palantir, they're up 5% in the pre-market. This is actually really they're really overvalued like on a PE metric, but here's why they deserve this high valuation. Look at their government sales growth. It's up 45%. That's a huge growth rate. They haven't seen a 45% year-over-year growth rate since 2021. So actually incredible earnings. Also, the commercial business is up 32%. It's also really impressive. So both segments of business are growing like crazy. So's the net income, and they have no debt. Oh yeah, hey custom. This is a brokerage. It's in the link tree in bio. First link there if you want to get it, Gavin. Yeah. So anyway, it's the first link in the link tree in bio. But anyway, the monster balance sheet, no debt, 5.4 billion of cash. So that's a huge government contract play. So many police stations use Palantir. Let me get some water. This is gosh. Okay. Let's see here. So sorry. Yeah, no, hey, I don't have a Discord or nothing. How is QQQ going to look like tomorrow or today? Yeah, the Qs are super green. Look, Qs are nearly up 4%. Look at that. Wait, year to date, super close to being green year to date. Only down 1.5. If we go to us year to date in this portfolio, we're now green. Look at this. This was scary. Literally at the beginning of April, we were down 15% year to date. Yeah, good morning, Kevin. How's it going, man? And now we're green, which is incredible. We also have our Mumu portfolio right here. I'll check us year to date in here. We're up 9% year to date in this portfolio. So yeah, we're doing a little better than the S&P 500. Here's kind of some stocks I was buying in April. I was buying the dip in April, especially on Comfort Systems. I'm so glad I bought a share at 285. Now this thing is 450 in the pre-market. Look at Amphenol, bro. We literally just bought Amphenol, all of our position last month, and we're up 40% on them. I mean, it feels too good to be true almost. I actually completely sold out of Nike. I'm actually kind of glad I did that. I sold all my Nike at 79, and well, Nike is recovering, which I'm glad. They're at 62 in the pre-market, but and Nike's been struggling. They can actually barely afford the dividend, kind of like a Starbucks now. Have y'all seen the margin collapse at Starbucks? I'll be quick about this. Like, if you're wondering, like, why is the stock kind of been trending down when all like Yum Brands, McDonald's is doing great? Well, look at this right here. Look at their net margin. It fell 50% to just a 4% net margin. The net income was only 384 million, and the dividend cost 680 million. So they literally couldn't afford the dividend in the most recent quarter. So that's a little thing you got to be careful about Starbucks. So yeah, here's my risk on portfolio. By the way, I just like being completely transparent. By the way, I don't sell anything. I don't have a course, book, Discord. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, this is, hey, if you can hear this right now, we are, yo, if you can hear me right now, sorry. I'm on some bum Wi-Fi right now. I'm not at my house, but the stream will continue. Hey, we're gonna be streaming later today. I do apologize if it's lagging, but hopefully we're back. Uh, anyway, we're down all time in here, but we're super close to being green. We're only down 0.65%. And check this out. Here are all the stocks that we own in here. AMD's finally recovering. These are my bigger losers. I have some really good winners as well, like Dave. We just bought Dave and Disney, Robinhood. We've been holding on to them. SoFi, Reddit, Super Micro. Dude, Yelp just reported earnings. Has anyone heard of Yelp, like the review company? They're actually a debt-free company that makes a lot of net income every quarter. They make a lot of interest. They buy back 4% of the company a year. So you basically get a 4% return in the form of buybacks from Yelp every year. So, or you just own 4% more of the company every year. So that's a really cool thing they do. Um, I am gonna, yo, what up? I am a have any good options? I actually don't have any options. I mainly just buy and hold shares of great companies and usually dividend stocks. Like every stock that we own in here actually pays a dividend. Yeah, by the way, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, I got you. I'm reading both the YouTube and the TikTok chat. I'll do some analysis on them in a second here. But yeah, here's our main taxable dividend portfolio. Every stock in here pays a dividend, and also every stock in here is in the S&P 500. Here's our total equity, and then here's our total percent change. So we're still down on Google all time. We're down on United Health, dude. United Health has, ooh, Trump doesn't like healthcare. They're coming for healthcare, and rightfully so. So healthcare is getting hurt right now. And our Roth IRA, it's only $1,000. We started our Roth IRA almost exactly a year ago. Um, yeah, we got Kroger. Kroger's down in the pre-market. They're like a recession safety stock. So here, here's one Amazon. Yeah, what up, user 7? So yeah, Amazon, I do own them. They're up 7% in the pre-market. I literally just bought my whole position in Amazon in the past month here. You can kind of see the buys is where I bought them, but I'll show you why I bought them. I mean, this is now an extremely profitable company. Look at their Amazon Web Services, just their AWS. They are the number one market share for cloud. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just know Amazon for like their little website, a little website. But the Amazon Web Services here, I'll kind of go back. They're in advertising. I'll be really quick about this. Like, check this out. Oops. Um, Let me go back to right here. So yeah, they have their online stores, which is Amazon, their third-party seller services, the Amazon Web Services. They're in advertising. 9% are business advertising. Their subscription, like Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime. They have some physical stores. And then bottom line here is look at the net income that Amazon makes. They're making easy 10, 20 billion of net income every quarter, and it's expected to keep on growing. So Amazon is a great just growth company. They're always reinvesting back into the business. Yo, what up? Love said Neo. Yeah, this is a company I don't love. Yo, Jug, we'll look at Apple as well. Yes, sir. So here's Neo. I feel bad if you own this stock because they just don't have good fundamentals, and that kind of is why the stock has fallen. If you look in the top right, the whole company is worth $9 billion. Remember that number? The whole company is worth $9 billion. And if we look just in the most recent quarter, they lost nearly $1 billion of net income, which is 1/8 of the whole company or 1/9. So that's really unfortunate. I can't buy this company when they're losing this net income every quarter. And they're also diluting you because they can't afford these net income losses. So they're issuing shares. They're also Chinese. So honestly, I'm just staying away from Neo. I wouldn't really buy the dip on them. Again, nothing in this is financial advice. I'm not an expert. Like we have, like I have some big losers as well, like Perion Network, UiPath, Zoom. Oh, let's look at Apple now. So AAPL. So they're up 6% in the pre-market. Here's why I really like Apple. Here's probably why they're up so much in the pre-market. Because these tariffs going away are really going to help Apple because a lot of people don't know this. Only 36% of the revenue comes from the US. So they have a lot of exposure to all these other countries like the EU, China, 17%. So they're they're more outside the U.S. than I thought. And look at this, iPhone is half their business, and then the services. Whenever you buy something in the Apple App Store, Apple takes a 30% cut on that, and it's all super high margin for them. So their services bring a lot to their bottom line. Like look at this net income. I mean, they're making a ridiculous like 20 billion plus of net income a quarter, and they also pay a dividend. It's a dividend growth company, great balance sheet. China and USA tariffs on 90-day pause. You got calls. Hey, my stocks are basically my call options. Like Amazon's up 7%. I mean, that's a huge move just for a stock, which is crazy. So, thoughts on Tesla? Yeah, what up? So, out of all the EV companies, Tesla I like BYD the most because they're the most profitable. BYD makes way more net income than Tesla does. Here's the bad news about Tesla. Here's a, l- a thing I'm struggling with here. They trade at 170 times net income, so they have this really high valuation. And I'm a numbers man. It doesn't. Tesla doesn't trade off the numbers, but net income has collapsed. Look at this. Sorry, the net income is down 70% year over year. And that's because they kind of lost their growth. If we go to the automotive business, it's down 15% year over year. So they traded 177 times net income. And their main segment of business, 85% of the sales are down 15%. But there is good news. If I do go to the energy and storage business, it is up 66% year over year. This business has seen some incredible growth. And I do like that this is becoming a bigger segment of their business. It's 15% now. So yeah, look at here's where their revenue comes from. Literally, 21% of their sales come from China. So, yeah, but they're still making net income every quarter. They're way better. They're a better buy than probably a Rivian and way better buy than a Lucid. I wouldn't buy Lucid. I really wouldn't touch Rivian either. Neo is a no. Like it's a tough business. So, yeah, that's kind of, here, I'll be really quick about this. I'll look at Lucid as well. And yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want to look at, let me know. We'll look at some. I mean, here's Lucid, for example. If you're wondering, hey, why is this company at an all-time low? It's because this company can't get profitable. If you look at the net income, I mean, it's getting better, but uh-oh. Yep, see, we're on that Wi-Fi. It keeps disconnecting me. I do apologize. Okay, hopefully we're back. Sorry, I'm not at my house and we're on some pretty bad Wi-Fi, but here we go. Look, Lucid lost 400 million in the most recent quarter. They're losing hundreds of millions every quarter. So Lucid needs to get profitable. They've also diluted you a lot. So okay, what up, John? What's Apache? AMD and ASML. Yeah, dude, AMD, I do own them. Yeah, here I'll show you my position in them. I like showing my winners and my losers. I am down 11% on AMD, but AMD is up 7% in the pre-market. So that's the good news here. Yo, by the way, Krispy Kreme is going bankrupt. This company is literally at an all-time low. Don't buy this company. But let's go look at AMD. I'll talk about Krispy Kreme if y'all want. They're going bankrupt, so sad. But here's AMD right here. Huge GPU exposure. They have a 16% PC GPU market share. They're a big data center business. Check this out. Data centers are half their revenue, and this is up 57% year over year. I mean, this has seen some very nice growth. And let's just look at the profits. The net income's growing very nicely. Same the operating profit, the free cash flow is growing very nicely, up 100% year over year. I mean, that's incredible growth on AMD. So that's why I own them. Oh yeah, we can look at ASML. Yeah, dude. So this company had very strong earnings in the most recent quarter. But what's weird is this company deserves to probably be at closer to $900. They're up 4% in the pre-market, so that's good. Yeah, they're trading at a really low PE historically. Like they usually trade it like a crazy 40 PE, but that's all right. If we look at the net income right here, this is what's crazy. They're making easy over 2 billion of net income a quarter now. It's might even go over 3 billion a quarter. The sales are up 50% year over year. They also pay a dividend. You get a 1% yield. So they're the chip making manufacturers. Like they make the machines that make AI chips, so they're cool. Oh yeah, what's up, JP? Yeah, hey, if you want to get this app, it's actually a brokerage. It's in the link tree in bio, first link there. APA stock. Let's check this one out. So Apache, I haven't heard of this company before. Looks like they're an oil and gas stock. I'll just guess that, but let's go find out. They're a $6 billion company. Yeah, trading at 7 times PE. So yeah, they are in the oil and gas industry. So they must have a high dividend yield. Let's see here. So yeah, they have a 6% dividend yield. That's what I like about oil stocks, but unfortunately, they just don't outperform the market in the long run. Yeah, like look at this stock price. Unfortunately, it's the same price that it was back in 2002. But what you do get here is exposure to oil and a high yield. But I'd be careful with this one. Let's see the net income. So, I mean, it got a little choppy. They lost net income that one quarter, but overall they're making net income every quarter. They can probably easily afford the dividend. So yeah, they had a safe payout ratio. One reason is they keep giving away free donuts all the time. Yeah, dude, that's actually it's a marketing story. Krispy Kreme got famous by giving away a bunch of donuts, and unfortunately now they just lose so much money that they lose like 8% of the company a quarter. They're only worth 400 million now. There's Krispy Kreme stock all time low. Super sad. I mean, I do own it, like literally this company was so risky. I put in $78 and now it's worth 42. So RIP my small little Krispy Kreme position. But we'll be all right. So here's Soundhound AI. They're up 6% in the pre-market. This is a subscription company. Like look at this. Their subscription revenue is 66% of the business. And here's what a lot of people like. I mean, it's this incredible growth. And look at this. Like it went from 600K to 30 million. So at this growth rate, what's it going to be this time next year? But bad news, if we go to their royalties, high margin royalties, it's actually fallen off a cliff somehow. It's down 73% year over year. That was kind of the bad news. And but they did just report earnings. They had a little. They didn't actually make net income and lose that much money. So if you look, they made 129 million of net income in the most recent quarter. That wasn't actually real. If we go to operating profit, they lost 48 million. So we really want to see this company start to get closer to net income positive. But the sales growth is good from their subscription. So it's like a mixed bag there. It's a mixed bag. So yo, what up, Bill? Uh oh. There, hey, sorry, we're on that bum Wi-Fi. I'm so sorry. Hey, hopefully we're back. Yo, I'm on some bum Wi-Fi. I'm not at my house, so I'm sorry if the stream's lagging, but we're back. Hey, we're gonna be live later today for sure. We go live every day, twice a day. We just look at stocks. I don't sell anything. I don't have a course, book, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram. Watch out for people impersonating me, and we're just looking at stocks. I'm reading both the YouTube and the TikTok chat. So Seth said DOW. I don't know if you're talking about the Dow Jones Index or the actual Dow Chemical Company. I know a lot of people like this one as a dividend play. But fortunately, the stock is just not done too good. They just sell a commodity. Like here, I'll show you that. Let's see what they sell: packaging and specialty plastics, industrial intermediates, performance materials. So let's see. Look, here's why a lot of people like them. They have a near 10% dividend yield. But if you look at the payout ratio, it says 178%. So it looks like they might not be able to afford the dividend. Yeah, look at that. They actually lost 290 million of net income just in the most recent quarter. So this is actually the bad news about the Dow Chemical Company. It looks like their margins absolutely collapsed. Yo, for y'all in the YouTube chat, let me know if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at. Let me know. I'm actually going to end the stream here in a little bit. So if you got any stocks, I'll check them out really quick. Uh, but I appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, we're gonna be live later today. I mean, stocks are going crazy. I'll show you my portfolio again. Here's my main Robinhood account. We're up 2.59% in the pre-market. I mean, this is really impressive. Actually, give me one moment here if y'all don't mind. Um, actually, I'm not gonna end the stream. I have to log into my Google account really quick. That is not good. And I don't even know. I'm so sorry. Give me one moment here. We're going to be right back to the stock analysis. Oh, that's the wrong password. Well, that's good news. Um, all right, so now I got to go open Gmail. Okay, this is not good. Hold on. I'm going to hide the screen just for 1 second. It'll be right back in 10, 9, 8, 7. Yes, that's me trying to sign in. Thank you. And we're back to Robinhood. All right, so I'm so sorry, dude. TikTok just took down my live stream, and I have to relog in. So, sorry. All right, here. Let me go back to the Weeble portfolio real quick. We're up 3.82% in the pre-market. Yo, we've been down for a long time in this portfolio. Like we were still down all time in here. We're down 0.51%, but it's way better than what it used to be because we used to be down like I don't know a crazy huge chunk. Because if we go to our big losers in here, like I just like being completely transparent. I'll show you my big winners and my big losers. Like we're down bad on UiPath, Zoom, AMD, Phase Energy. These have been some rough performers. But and Krispy Kreme, as we were just talking about, because we're down 45% on Krispy Kreme. But we do have some good winners in here, like Robinhood, for example, bro. I took a lot of profits at the wrong time. If you look at the sell order, I sold 50 shares at 36. And we've been buying this one for a long time. Like since 2021, I bought 5 shares at $9 right there. So that's Robinhood. But I sold 50 shares at 36. I shouldn't have sold those because it's at $59 in the pre-market. Yo, Robinhood has just been crazy. We also have bought like a grocery store, Sprouts Farmers Market. Yo, Sprouts Farmers Market has been crushing it. I'll show you why. For a grocery store to grow their net margin, the net margin is at 8%, up 32% year over year. So Sprouts Farmers Market, they deserve, like, they've been moving like Nvidia. But yeah, Sprouts Farmers Market, great grocery store that's expanding their margins. Reddit, SoFi, Supermicro, Yelp, and Toast. Yo, Toast just reported earnings. This is like a restaurant payment processor. If we ever go to a restaurant and you see those screens that are like, would you like to leave a 20, 40, 60% tip? Toast owns that software and stuff like that, and they make a lot of money from that. Yeah, anyway, here, if you guys got any stocks you want to look at, let me know. I'm reading both the YouTube and the TikTok chat. We're finally back live. Yeah, here's our Mumu portfolio, by the way. We're up 4% in the pre-market in here. All-time high, actually. Today is an all-time high in this portfolio. I mean, every stock is green in here. I mean, this is ridiculous. So yeah, what's up, Honest? Let's look at Palantir. Yo, Palantir also just reported some really good earnings. What's up, Catherine? Yeah, good morning, everyone. So here's Palantir up 5% in the pre-market. Here's why they deserve the hype. I mean, if we look at the government revenue, I mean, the government is 50% of their business, and nearly every police station uses Palantir's software. I mean, it's up 45% year over year. I mean, that's some incredible growth on the government revenue there. In the commercial business as well, like with S&P 500 companies, it's up 32% year over year. Very impressive growth on Palantir. And if we just go to the balance sheet, I mean, it's a monster balance sheet. They have literally no debt at all, and they have lots of cash on hand. Let's see, they have 5.43 billion of cash, so debt free, lots of cash. And I actually have a watch list here of stocks with no debt. So if I show you this right here, like I got in this watch list, DocuSign, Duolingo, Pinterest, the Opera GX browser, if anyone's heard of that before. They're public. Reddit's debt free. Reddit has a great balance sheet as well. Totally agree. I'll be aiming at 1K shares. Really honest. That's incredible. You got 1K shares of Palantir. The only thing with Palantir is they have a really high valuation. Like, no matter what, like, here's the one bad news about Palantir, but hey, they deserve it because of these incredible fundamentals. They trade at 88 times their sales, not their profit, but 88 times sales, which is a little expensive for me. Um, but yeah, they have no debt though. Growing their, I mean, great. They're one of the best AI companies. I have 15 shares of them since 2021. Should I ever sell it? Yo, Alan, are you talking about Palantir? Yo, that's incredible if you are. I'm sure you're up a good chunk. You want to know the sad news? Um, he- Here's the sad news. I sold. So look, Palantir's $122 right now. Y'all want to see when? Here's when I sold it. Uh-oh, dude. I, that noise. Okay, sorry, we're back. I'm sorry, I'm on some bad Wi-Fi and I'm lagging a little bit. But look, I sold all my Palantir at $8 a share. I sold all my. I had nine shares and I sold it at $8.30 a share back in August 2022. So RIP my position at Palantir. It is like being completely transparent. Year to date, we're finally green. Look at us though. At one point, year to date, we were down 15% year to date. So now we're green. Oh, yeah, nice, Alan. I have 6 SPY calls at 570. Yo, dude, those are about a print. If we look at the SPY right now, yeah, 580. Yeah, geez. Thoughts on XRP and NVIDIA? Yeah, let's go look at NVIDIA real quick. I haven't looked at them today. So let's check it out. NVDA. So, hey, if y'all are enjoying, I'd appreciate if y'all would drop a like for me. We go live every day, twice a day. So here's NVIDIA. Here's what I really like about them. Look at their PC GPU market share. They have an 18% GPU market share. They're an automotive play, like they partner with WeRide and GM. The automotive revenue actually just hit a record at NVIDIA. And here's why they deserve the hype. I mean, you can't make up this sales growth. In 2020, let's see, in 2021, it was 6.8. Now it's 100 billion of revenue. I mean, look at this on a quarterly basis. I mean, it just literally hits a new all-time high record every quarter. So that's incredible growth on Nvidia, and not just their sales, but the bottom line. Their net income was 22 billion just in the most recent quarter. So I mean, yo, try not to spam there, Andrew. Um, but yeah, the net income was 22 billion in the most recent quarter. Incredible balance sheet. And Nvidia is such a big company that they literally own some individual stocks. So if we go to Nvidia's portfolio right here, yeah, here's Nvidia's portfolio. They own part of ARM, APLD, Nebius, I think it is, Nebius AI, and RX. I would stay away from RX. This company is at an all-time low. They lose so much net income, but yeah, Nvidia is cool. Scott said, loaded in Palantir. Yo, nice, Scott. They're up 5%. You know, you gotta be up. They're at like an all-time high. Let's see. China tariff progress. Yeah, anyway, let's keep seeing here. I have a Tesla call at the 310 strike. Yo, what up, Adita? You know what? That's a let's see. That's a Kathy Wood. If you go to Kathy Wood's portfolio, she loves Tesla. It's her largest holding. It's 9% of her portfolio. You know, this is another kind of like Palantir kind of stock. They don't really trade off the fundamentals. I mean, actually, Tesla just had a bad quarter. Their total vehicles delivered was actually down 13% year over year. Like if you just go to the automotive segment of revenue here, it's actually down 15%. But Tesla, they're still making net income every quarter, but the net income just fell 70% year over year. So that's the bad news about Tesla. Oh, what platform? Yeah, hey, if you want to get this platform, Berto, it's in the link tree in my bio. It's the first link there. Um, Nvidia's up 6% in the pre-market. Yes, sir, dude. I remember Nvidia was just under 100, like in early April. How much are you invested in total? I think I've around 40,000 total invested in all of my portfolios here. Like this is my main taxable account right here. 23 or no, actually it's probably my like 50,000. And then I have 16 in here and then another 15 in this portfolio. I just like being completely transparent. We're down all time in here 0.51%. Luckily, we're seeing a little recovery in the pre-market. Like here's our big losers like UiPath, Zoom, AMD, comment. By the way, I don't sell anything. I don't have a course, book, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram. Literally just on here to give my opinion. The only way you can help me out though is if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also streaming on YouTube. My YouTube channel is in the link tree in my bio. It's just called Nathan Robert. Should I hold calls for a few days? I would honestly, again, not financial advice here, maybe trim a little bit of the calls, take a little profit on them because, we don't have the official news yet. But let's see, good. Let's see. I wouldn't hold calls for a few days. Mine are expiring anyway. Yo, what up, Diddley? What's up, dude? Sold my Palantir at 7. Yo, E. I also sold on my Palantir at 7. It was rough, you know, but at the time it was the right decision. I mean, I guess because when I looked at it, Palantir was losing a lot of money. They weren't even profitable at the time. They were losing like hundreds of millions a quarter, but now Palantir is finally profitable, which is the good news. But yeah, I only had like 9 shares of them anyway, but that would have been worth. I would have been up like over 1,000% on them. Yeah, here's my main taxable account, by the way. Here's my total percent change. We got Google and United Health. A lot of the healthcare stocks have been struggling. Like United Health, they're down to 27% in the past 3 months. If you look at like Eli Lilly, they're down in the pre-market. Um, when every other stock is green right now. Like actually, if I go to my watch list down here, uh, Nvidia is, yeah, someone said Nvidia is up $5. Yeah, Nvidia's at 122 now. Like year to date at one point, they were down 31% to $94. I mean, that's crazy if you bought the dip on them. I bought the dip on some other stocks. Yeah, Apple's up 6, Tesla's up 7.6. I mean, congrats if you own any stocks. I mean, today's gonna be a super green day. Oh yeah, and by the way, here's my Roth IRA. I started it about almost exactly a year ago, um, May 13th. So here are the stocks that we own in here. We got Main Street Capital. This is my new high dividend yielding play. So I own this in my Roth IRA because they don't pay a qualified dividend. But check this out. Main Street Capital actually pays a monthly dividend, and I'll show you that right here. That's what I like about them. They're also a BDC. They have to pay out most of the income they make in the form of a dividend by law. So, but anyway, point is they pay you 25 cents every month. So you basically get a quarter back every month. And since it's in my Roth IRA, it's tax free, which is cool. So, yeah. You ever tried crypto? I have tried crypto before. I don't own any anymore, but Wow, look at some of these random coins. I don't even know what this is. Dog whiff hat. Wow, look at them the past month. If you bought this, dang, this is what I don't. They're so risky though. It's up 200% the past month, but look at them the past year. It's still down 58%. So they're so risky. If I was gonna do crypto, I just own Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, but yeah. What's up, Connor? Amazon, Nvidia, Broadcom. Oh, dude, all those are great plays. I mean, I love Taiwan Semiconductor. I mean, Nvidia is a great one. I own AMD, but this one's a nice dividend play as well. And they've had some really nice stock price appreciation. They're up 5% in their pre-market. So look at this though. They actually have a 1.4% dividend. So they actually have a very nice dividend. And if you won't believe this, their market share keeps on growing. They make like those 5 nanometer wafer chips. The market share is at a record 67%. And look at this right here. They literally made, this is in US dollars too, 10 billion of net income in the most recent quarter, 10 billion the quarter before. Luigi single-handedly tanked UNH. Dude, I know. Dude, dude. United Health got wrecked. I mean, here, I'll actually do some analysis on United Health. I do own a little bit of them. They're actually my smallest position in here. I have $1,500 in United Health. We're down, obviously. We're not down too much. We're down 4% on them. But we're actually a customer. We use OptumRx. Here's their OptumRx business. I mean, this has actually seen some really impressive growth. But yeah, it's up 14% year over year. And the net income was just a record. I mean, they had 6.5 billion of net income. They had a one-time adjustment that one quarter because they got hacked and sued. But anyway, they have a really nice yield, 2.2% dividend, very safe payout ratio. So I like United Health. I bought WIF at 60 cents, but only worth 100. Hey, that's all right, dude. With those risky, super risky, assets, you want to probably not have a huge chunk of your portfolio in them. Just trade Nasdaq. You're talking about yo, QQQ is good to trade, but if you just plan to hold the QQQ, actually check out QQQM. It's the exact same ETF with the exact same Nasdaq 100 strategy, but it has a lower expense ratio, run by the same people. And they don't market obviously QQQM because then they don't make as much fees. So you'll never see an advertisement or hear about QQQM because you'll hear about QQQ. So anyway, yeah. Yo, Jihu said Palantir. Yeah, a lot of people like Palantir. Yeah, dude. I'll give you another analysis on Palantir. Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want to look at, let me know. Give you some analysis on them. Again, nothing in this financial advice. I don't sell anything. I don't have a course book, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram. Watch out for people impersonating me. But here's Palantir. Here's what I love about them is the government revenue. I mean, police stations use this. I mean, the government business is up 45%. Very impressive. Yeah, it's overvalued, super high price to sales. The commercial business, but they deserve a good premium though. I don't know about their current premium, but congrats if you own them because they're done great. The great balance sheet, no debt, 6 billion of cash. I mean, everything about the business is growing. So, great growth company. Lumen, yo, what's up, Bill? Is that LUMN? Let's check it out. Lumen Technologies. So, yeah, I remember this company was going to go bankrupt, but they were like $1 a share. And then they got some kind of like huge $2 billion contract. I don't remember. But let me check out the financials here. So, if you go to revenue, yeah, so here's kind of the bad news. Like the sales have just kind of been declining. Like, look at their businesses. I mean, this isn't great news. It's kind of just slowly been trending down. So, but let's go look at the fundamentals here. Are they making net income? So it's a little choppy. They lost 200 million. So overall, nothing's really blowing me away here. Balance sheet's not great. They make cash flow every quarter, which is good. But this net income, I want to see them just like stay net income positive. Looks like they're making operating profit. So yeah, dang, they lost. Like, how did they lose 8 billion that quarter? So I'd be a little careful with that one. I but they could be a fun little trade or something. Can you look at RKNB? Yeah. Or ooh, I missed one. Or let's look at RKNB. Uh, RK. You mean RKLB? I can't find RKNB. What's up, man? Top stocks you recommend under $10? Well, you can buy fractional shares of stocks. So, I don't really think the stock price matters unless you're doing options. But I mean, these are the only stocks on my watch list under $10. and none of these are too great, honestly. Actually, APLD is all right, but yeah, none of these companies. I mean, I own only one stock, Perion Network, that's under $10, and this company is at an all. They've lost all growth. Actually, if we go to the revenue right here, this is why this is bad news. The revenue's down 44% year over year, and the net income. They used to make net income every quarter, now it's gone negative. So I'd be careful. Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Up pretty early, yeah, sermon. This is one of my earliest streams I've done. I had to do a little stream because the pre-market is having a nice little rally. We're up 2.57% here. Oh yeah, let's see. Should I buy some fractional Alibaba Tesla? Oh nice. Nice, dude. What's up, Maddie? That's great. Oh, Rocket Lab. Yeah, so here's Rocket Lab. They're up 6% in the pre-market. I actually do like this company's fundamentals. They actually have a mm, they have a backlog of $1.3 billion of orders that they haven't fulfilled yet. And look at this is why I like them, because they're growing their fundamentals. The space systems revenue is up 45% year over year. I mean, that's some really nice growth. And I can get behind, this investment. I can see why the stock's done so good, plus their huge backlog. So, yeah, that's kind of like an exposure to space. Um, so yeah, yeah, hey, Bill Knight, Lumen, nothing was blowing me away. They just kicked you out the stream. Sorry. Yeah, hey, I am having some Wi-Fi issues. I'm not at my house right now, but um, yeah, nothing's really blowing me away here. For Lumen, they're just look at this net income. It's really choppy. They lost 200 million the most recent quarter. It could be a fun swing trade, but I don't know if I'd buy and hold that one for the long run. They lost their growth, unfortunately. Let's see here. I guess the market hit a bottom. Hey, I guess so. Let's go. What about QBTS? Yeah, this is the quantum stocks. Let me go to the quantum watch list right here. Let me find it. Yeah, here's the quantum computing stocks. Honestly, the best quantum stocks are Google and IBM. They make their own quantum chips. They have the money and the talent to be the industry leader. But here's QBTS. Wow, this stock is literally up 6%. It's at a pretty much all-time high in the pre-market, which is great news. I mean, they also had some really good earnings. If you look at the revenue, I mean, it just jumped up like crazy to 15 million. I mean, again, 15 million isn't much, especially compared to their market cap. But they also had a nice growth in their balance sheet. They issued some shares, but they their assets grew and their liabilities shrunk. So great news overall quarter. So as long as they can keep up that growth, I like them. So let's see. MVST is doing well. Let's check that one out. 23s. What's up, man? Uh, MVST Microvast. Let's check this one out too. Yeah. So yeah, wow. I remember looking at this stock. They had this huge gap up on some really good earnings here. I'll show you that real quick. So the orange line is what the analysts are expecting. And look at the revenue beat here. They were expecting 92 million of revenue. They came out with 113 million. I mean, a huge beat on their expected revenue. So that's probably why the stock rallied up so much, I think. I don't know. There could be some more news. But I'd still be a little careful with them. Do you think Google will be hurt with the new AI infrastructure? I mean, it could, yeah. But they've already been hurt so much. I mean, Google, they're already at a very low valuation. I mean, how can they get lower? I mean, Google's trading at 17 times net income. I mean, I never thought they'd trade at a mid-teen multiple. And the business is growing incredibly. The revenue's up 12, operating profit was up 20, so they grew their net margins, which is really impressive. I mean, they're making 20 billion of free cash flow a quarter. They're buying back their own stock like crazy. So they pay a dividend now. So Google's a shareholder friendly company. Yo, Bree said Alibaba. Yeah, dude, this is a Chinese company. If you've heard of AliExpress, they're like an e-commerce site. They're a huge e-commerce website. But here's Alibaba right here. I like them for the money that they make. I mean, just in the two most recent quarters, they made $6 billion, then 3 billion. So they're making a lot of net income. Same with free cash flow. They just partner with DeepSeek AI for like AI solutions. We can see their active customers are 903 million annual active users. So Alibaba's a cool one. I think they have pay a dividend now. 0.79% dividend. Hey, not bad. What is Toshi? Yo, what's up official? Yo, give me the ticker symbol for that one. Are you using Robinhood? Yo, I do have Robinhood, but no, this is a different app. If you want to get this app, it's in the link tree in bio. First link there. It's actually a brokerage. It's called Moomoo. But I do have Robinhood as well. Here's my Robinhood account. If you want to get this app, it's the second link in the link tree in my bio, or you can just type it in the App Store, Robinhood. But it's an affiliate link. But anyway, Robinhood, my account's up 2.53% on the day. Stocks are having a great morning. So yeah, congrats if you own any stocks. Today's probably gonna be a great green day. Meta's up 7 in the pre-market. That's crazy. The SPY's up 3. The Q is up nearly 4%. Yo, looks like HIMS is up 10. So yeah, dude, the rally just keeps on getting better, which is cool. Let's see here. RCL, is that? Oh, Royal Caribbean, dude. This company actually has some very sound fundamentals, like really good fundamentals for a cruise line. I don't believe it. They actually make net income every quarter. In a lot of it, they make like 600 to over a billion of net income every quarter. I mean, and it's doubled from the previous year. I mean, incredible net income growth. They have a dividend, super low payout ratio. You get a 0.8% yield, only a 9% payout ratio. They trade at 18 times net income. So that is the best run cruise line. I gotta say, they have incredible net income. Hopefully, Disney can learn from that because their cruise business I don't think is doing too good. But here's Astera Labs. What's up? Zerup said A Lab is up 14% in the pre-market. You're right, dude. $81 in the pre-market. I do have this one on my watch list. I really like the fundamentals here because check this out. The sales have grown 144% year over year. So incredible. The business has more than doubled from the previous year, and they're making net income now. They made 30 million in the most recent quarter. Phenomenal balance sheet. No debt on this company. Lots of cash. Earning interest as well. They make like 20 million of interest on their cash a quarter. So Astera Labs is a cool stock. Are you invested in crypto? No, Eric. I actually don't have any crypto. I mainly just like to buy and hold like dividend stocks. But I do have some non-paying dividend stocks like an Amazon. Amazon doesn't pay a dividend. Let's see. Trump is making a deal with China. Is that why we're pumping? Yeah, he said Trump just said something on Truth Social. He posted like my next tweet is going to be the most important tweet of my career, or something like that. So let's see here. Is XRP doing good? We don't really look at crypto here because all we can really look at is the chart. Like there's no fundamentals like or financials for me to look at here, which is also a unique feature of crypto. Like there's no earnings report to worry about. Like Bitcoin can't miss on their net margin, which is kind of cool. So it's a kind of unique feature about crypto. Um, let's see. Baba doesn't get affected by tariffs. I don't know. Good morning, Rivian, please. Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, Chris? Good morning. Let's check out Rivian. Yeah. So this company, the largest shareholder is actually Amazon. I do own some Amazon. So if you go to shareholders here, Amazon owns 14% of the business. They're the largest shareholder. I see a lot of Rivian trucks and stuff like that. But unfortunately, this company is struggling a little bit, but it's getting better. They're still losing like 500 million plus of net income a quarter, but the trend is getting better. That's the good news. Like they only lost 500 million. So yeah. Oh yeah, what's up, Honest? Yeah, let's look at Big Bear AI. But I do have some exposure to Rivian through Amazon. I just don't like that they lose net income. I want to see them really get profitable. So here's Big Bear AI. Yeah, we'll look at PayPal as well. What up, helpful? Yeah, I'm reading both the YouTube and the TikTok chat. Oh, we'll look at Rolls Royce as well. So here's Big Bear AI. They're up 6% in the pre-market. So nice if you own them. Let's see here. So yeah, I remember looking at this one. Nothing really blew me away here. I mean, the sales were up 5%, nothing crazy, but look at the net income they're losing. Oh, this is why they gap down. I remember watching this company for like on earnings. Why did they gap down on earnings right here? Well, look in the top right. This whole company, Big Bear AI, is worth 920 million. So remember that. The whole company is worth 920 million. In just the most recent quarter, they lost 70 million, which is 7% of the company. Then they lost 146 million, which is 15% of the company. So we really want to see this company get net income positive. They did just pay off a lot of debt though, which is good by issuing shares. But yeah, I'd like to see them get profitable. Oh yeah, PayPal. But they're doing great in the pre-market. So here's PayPal, low PE. They trade at 15 times net income. Nancy Pelosi just bought this stock, by the way. So yeah, look at this PE of 15. I mean, historically, dude, they used to trade at like 100 PE. That's crazy. Well, here's the good news. I mean, they just literally make like a billion of net income plus every quarter of net income. So that's the good news. And their net income grew 44% year over year. Same with the free cash flow. Free cash flow did fall 45%. I do wonder what happened there. but they're still making easy a billion plus a free cash flow a quarter. So yeah, that's a great like financial low valuation. They're a buyback play as well. They buy back a lot of stocks. So yeah, thoughts on Rolls Royce. So RYCEY. Okay, that's the ticker symbol for, yeah. Here's Rolls Royce stock. So a lot of people know Rolls Royce for the cars that they make, but this is actually a like an most of the revenue comes from their aerospace and defense business. Like, look at that. Aerospace is 50% of their revenue, defense is 23%, and they're finally making a lot of net income. I mean, they made 3 billion of net income for the full year 2024, 3.6 billion of free cash flow. Let's see. Yeah, they make one. Wow, their EBIT is just expected to keep on growing. So, yeah, Rolls Royce, I do like them, but the valuation looks a little high. It looks like they've just like 5x'd in the past like 3 years here. So let's see here. JD, is this another Chinese stock? Yeah, so JD.com. So yeah, this is a Chinese company. Um, they trade at a very low valuation. They make a lot of net income. You had 9 times net income. So yeah, check that out. They trade at 9 times net income, but check this out. Go to the net income. They're making easy over a billion of net income a quarter. So that's kind of the good news here. What about free cash flow? Yeah, they're making pretty decent amounts of free cash flow as well. The dividends, oh, a 2.2% dividend yield, not bad on JD. Let's see here. What up? Mihab said SOC stock. What's this one? Yeah, thanks for joining the YouTube stream. What's your motivation? I just have fun with this. I like reading the chat. But yeah, appreciate you being here. Helpful. How's it going, man? So this stock is up 15% in the pre-market. They're a small company, a $2 billion company, but they've done very nice. Let's go look at the fundamentals here. So there's ooh. They're losing a lot of net income every quarter, and I'm not seeing that they sell anything. Do they even? Yeah, they don't. They don't sell anything. They don't sell a product or a service, and they're losing a lot of net income. So I'm not sure what to think of this company because I don't have much context. So yeah, it looks like they don't sell anything. They have no sales. They're losing a lot of net income. So I'd be careful. But there must be some good news. Like maybe they're about to finally sell something. I don't know. What's up with the Next Technology Holdings? Oh, what's the ticker symbol on that one? We can check it out. What's up, Sermon? DXPE. What's this company? DX Enterprise. Let's check it out. So, stock's done very nice. Let's see, a $1.3 billion company, 17 PE. So, yeah, fair valuation on this company. Service centers. So, this is probably why they traded a low valuation. Like, if you look at their sales, they're kind of just flat. They are up 9% year over year, so that's the good news. What about innovation? Whoa, this is the really good news here. Their innovative pumping solutions is up 61%. That's actually some very nice growth. Supply chain is down, but let me look at the net income. So good news, they're making net income every quarter. That is good news. Balance sheet, little leveraged, but hey, it's an all right company. I did that we want to see them keep up those growth rates. I mean, the plumbing business was seeing some nice growth. Um, when should I sell my risky TQQQ position? This is something when you have shares. If you want to sell it within a month, because I feel like you definitely don't just want to buy and hold this. You want to swing trade it. But you're up 12% in the pre-market. Maybe trim a little bit. Don't sell it all if you don't want to. Maybe just trim some. But congrats if you own the triple Qs. I mean, they're up like crazy. Oh yeah, here's SoFi. Yeah, I own SoFi as well. DXP does pump mechanic repairs. Yeah, George, it was doing great, that business. So here is my or my main, not my main account, but this is my SoFi position right here. I was looking at Main Street Capital a second ago, but here's SoFi Technologies. This company is a fintech, and here's why I love the growth of this company. They deserve all the hype around them because look at their financial services business. This is what I like to see in a company that I own. This organic growth, it's up 101%. I mean, incredible growth. 100, it's doubled. And if you look at the net income, they're now making net income every quarter. When last year, look at that, they were actually losing net income every quarter. So SoFi has really turned things around. I can take them serious. Hey, appreciate you, Jilu. Ah, sorry. What about the stock that Rockstar Games is under? Yeah, that's TTWO. So yeah, yo, this is take two. Uh-oh. Yo, hopefully we're back now. Sorry for the lag. We're on some pretty bad Wi-Fi right now. I'm not at my house, but I still wanted to stream. We're gonna be live later today. Yeah, if y'all wanted the follow button, I'd appreciate that. We go live every day, twice a day. Well, for sure, we might even do two more live streams today. But look at Take Two. The stock's at an all-time high. That's the crazy good news. Because this is the company that owns Rockstar Games. They own GTA 5, GTA 6, Red Dead Redemption. So yeah, they're they just delayed the release of GTA 6, but it's still supposed to be a huge revenue driver for the company. I can't wait to see what that does to their financials. As a beginner, what are five stocks I should invest into? Hey, again, not financial advice here, but I would first off just buy the S&P 500. I would have this as the backbone of your portfolio because instead of trying to pick what five stocks, I mean, it diversifies it for you, like in Apple, Microsoft. I would buy all these companies individually, and I do. I own Google, I own Amazon, I own Meta. So I like the VOO, the S&P 500, QQQM, um, but McDonald's is a great one to buy and hold. Let's see here. Why is Google not shooting like the rest? Yeah, Google's in some there's some worries about Google's growth for the future. But I do own some Google. Here's Tesla, by the way. They're up 7% in the pre-market. I mean, this company, we don't really look at the financials here because they did just lose their growth. They don't trade off their financials. Tesla or Elon Musk just said he's gonna spend way more time at Tesla now, which is good. But look at these Tesla total vehicles delivered. It's actually down 13% year over year. We can see that if we just go to their automotive segment here, their revenue just jumped like huge decline. Here's why initially a lot of people like Tesla. I mean, they had incredible growth, and it looks like the growth is starting to go away. Um, and it's kind of their margins as well. If you go to the net income right here, net income fell 70% year over year. So not good news for their net income. Let's see. But here, yeah, let me go back to Google real quick. I mean, Google's up 3.6. I mean, hey, that's still a great little day for Google. But if you look at them on the week, yeah, Google's still down. They had this huge drop here. Apple is basically going to compete more with Google and their search business. But yeah, I still own a good chunk of Google. It's my fourth or fifth largest holding. I'm still down 1.5% on them. Here's my total percent chance in every stock. We're still down. Like, look at United Health, man. They've been struggling, down 26% in the past 3 months here. Oh, yo, what up, Cruz? He said thoughts on InnoData. Yeah, so that's actually a company I do own here. So if I go to my Roth IRA right here, this is a more riskier kind of company. You don't want to have a huge chunk of your portfolio in them, but this is InnoData. I really like this stock. I'm only up 7% on them. But let me show you why I like them. They just reported earnings and they fell on earnings. They did fall a bit on earnings, but what's weird is the earnings are really good. So let me see if it's loaded in here. So yeah, the revenue. Oh, there was the net income. The revenue is up 120% year over year. Incredible revenue growth that more than doubled. And the net income, they used to lose net income every quarter. Now look at this. They're making net income every quarter. Great news. The balance sheet's growing. Their assets are shrinking. Their asset to liability ratio is going down. Great news on InnoData. I mean, their cash from operations is very impressive. So I really like, and just look at their digital data solutions. I mean, incredible growth there. So that's why I like InnoData. It's just a growthy company that's now profitable as well. Oh yeah, let's look at CLS. So let's see. This is how to hold stocks. Yeah, hey, what's up? This is Celestica, $10 billion of market cap here. They're a Canadian company. So let's see. They do connectivity and cloud solutions. So yeah, the cloud business is huge. Look at that huge jump in earnings. The business is up 27% year over year. So that's some great news. Let's check out the sales. So sales are up 20. Net income did fall. Was that a one-time adjustment? It kind of. So they make like 100 million of net income a quarter. The free cash flow is really good. They're free cash flow positive. So yeah, they missed on net income estimates, which was weird. It might have been a one-time adjustment. What about their advanced technology? It's up 5% year over year. Oh, look at this. So I didn't even realize. So this is why, look where their revenue comes from. 53% comes from Thailand and then the rest of the world. So, hey, that's an interesting company. Look up Benson AI. Yo, I've never heard of that one. Um, yo, what up, Stolen? Eat that. I think SOC would be a multi-bagger. Yo, good luck to you, my friend. let's see. Best Buy stock. Yeah, Best Buy stock time. So they're up 8%. Wow. So Best Buy is up 8.7% in the pre-market. They also pay a dividend. That's why a lot of people like Best Buy. They have a 5.5% dividend yield. Payout ratio is getting a little high, but yeah, this company pretty much just makes 400 million, 450 million of net income a quarter. Then they pay most of it out in a dividend. The business is kind of declining, like sales are down 5% year over year, but their margins are holding up strong, which is good. APLD. Oh yeah, we can look at APLD. This is a company owned by Nvidia. You know what? Let me go to Nvidia's portfolio for you. So yeah, if we go to Nvidia's portfolio down here, their second largest holding, 16%, is APLD. So Nvidia is a big shareholder. They're up 4%. And I really like this company for the cloud service growth. I mean, this is incredible. The cloud service revenue is up 220%. So it's 3x from the previous year, which is good news. But here's the bad news. There's still a little, the net income's a little choppy here. They're still losing net income every quarter. So I want to see them really stay and get profitable. But I like the growth there. You know, it's okay as long as they can keep up the growth if they're losing net income, but not forever. Let's see here. Do you like the mid or large caps? Yeah, I like both. I own a lot of both. I own a lot of mid caps, like in this portfolio right here, like a Comfort Systems. They're a $15 billion company. Um, and like Powell Industries, this is a $2 billion company. They're only worth 2.1 billion. They're up 6% in the pre-market. No way. That's incredible. Amazon's a larger one. They're up 8. So let's see here. Would you sell Tesla right now? I wouldn't own Tesla probably. It, the fundamentals don't align with the stock price. But I guess if the robotaxi thing is right, then maybe they do deserve it. But I, it's just it's too much uncertainty for the high premium, in my opinion. Just in my assessment. But here's J.P. Morgan. This is a great bank dividend growth company. Like, look at this right here. You get a 2% dividend yield if you buy J.P. Morgan, and the payout ratio is only at 25%. They have so much room to raise their dividend. You won't believe how much net income this company makes. I mean, J.P. Morgan's making easy 15 billion of net income a quarter. I mean, that's after tax profits. So J.P. Morgan's crushing it, and they got a nice dividend. So yeah, John, I like that one. Rivian, yeah. So here's Rivian. You know, they're up 5% in the pre-market. I only own this stock through Amazon. You know, I don't know if I'd own this one individually. Like if we go to the shareholders right here, Amazon's the largest shareholder. They own 14% of the company. But the bad news is th- there's good news and bad news. They're losing less net income. They used to lose over 1 billion a quarter. Like that was when it was bad. But they're only losing 600 million a quarter. So I want to see them keep that up. I want to see them lose less and less money. But we really want to see Rivian get profitable. Um, yeah, because they're diluting you right now. Let's see. Oh, well, there goes the Wi-Fi again. Jeez Louise, dude, I apologize. I mean, the YouTube stream, it's like the YouTube stream isn't lagging, but the TikTok one is. Yo, appreciate y'all being here. Hey, if y'all want to hit the follow button, we go live every day, twice a day. Let's see. What is uh SERV? So, Serve Robotics. Let's check this one out. So, this is one of the robotics companies I don't love, just because they don't have much revenue. So, there's a lot of other robotic stocks out there with real revenue, real patents, real intellectual property, and then there's this company. You know, they have no sales pretty much. I mean, 175,000 in the most recent quarter, and they lost 13 million. So, you know, in my opinion, nothing's really blowing me away at Serve Robotics. I like a Symbiotic and SYM. Even Amazon. Amazon is a big robotics play. Their warehouses are a lot automated. Cameron said JMAT. Let's check this one out. JMAT. I typed that one in. I don't know if I can find that stock there. I do apologize. Or Johnson Matt. I don't. I'll type it in for you. Johnson. Oh, so this is like a weird OTC company. So, I don't even know if this is the right stock I'm even looking at here. So what? They're a British company, so I guess we'll switch the revenue to U.S. dollars. Platinum Group Metal, Clean Air. How's that doing? Not great. Um, hydrogen. How's their hydrogen? Hydrogen Technologies. How's that doing? Uh, okay. 107 million of revenue, but looks like they are making net income. That's the good news. So they are making net income, but it looks like the numbers are a little choppy. I don't know. It's an OTC. You probably have to pay weird taxes on that one. So yeah, serve kind of a random small amount. Yeah, yeah. I just don't like that they don't have any revenue on. Take Two owns Rockstar Games. Is it a good idea before? The thing is, it's hard to buy this company right now. Honestly, the rally's kind of already happened. Like you can maybe juice another 10-20%, but honestly, I don't think this one risk to reward looks pretty good on there. Yeah, this is the company that owns GTA 6. They actually just said GTA 6 is going to be delayed a little bit, but because right now you're not buying this one for right now's fundamentals. I mean, sales are down year over year, margins are going down. Margins are negative actually. But when they released GTA 6, it's supposed to be a huge revenue driver. Yo, Florenzo said Visa. Yeah, dude, you know what? Let's go to Nancy Pelosi's portfolio real quick. Nancy Pelosi, let's see. She owns Visa. Yeah, 3% of her portfolio is in Visa. So yeah, they have Visa is like a shared duopoly for the payment processors. Those small credit card transaction fees that are slowly bankrupting us are making Visa a lot of dollar hollers. I mean, look at this net income. They make 5 billion of net income a quarter. This is really incredible. Can you buy OTC on it? You can, Mike. Yes, sir. Yeah, if you want to get this app I'm using, it's a brokerage. It's in the link tree in my bio. It's the first link there if you want to get it. Yeah, Visa, they're a nice dividend growth company as well. They have a 0.63% dividend yield that they grow every year. So, oh, Apple Oven, yeah. Oh, and NU, you know what? Let me look at NU real quick because NU reports earnings on the 13th. This is one you might want to. Oh, tomorrow. So tomorrow, this stock is either going to go up or down a bunch. And this is a crypto bank out of Brazil, by the way, and extremely profitable. In South America and Brazil, that's where the crypto is super popular. It's the most popular there because their currency sucks. So, look, their net income is up 50%. They make 500 million of net income a quarter. They make 2 billion a year. And actually, Berkshire Hathaway, so Warren Buffett's portfolio, owns a little bit of NU stock. So, pretty interesting. I do like them, and they report earnings tomorrow. But yeah, let's go back to where Apple Oven. Yeah, this if you've heard of this app before, or why did I say that? If you've heard of this stock before, they're up at 8% in the pre-market. Incredible growth. You won't believe this. If you go to the advertising business, here's why they deserve the incredible stock price appreciation. This is impressive. Their advertising revenue is up at 71% year over year. And that's all high margin for them because look at their net income. They made 576 million of net income just in the most recent quarter. Incredible. Um, can you see if they have SOL strategies? I I love Microsoft. Yeah, let's look at Microsoft. There's a lot of cool options you can do on here. Like here's kind of all the strategies of options you can do on here. But I don't really do options. I just like to buy and hold great companies on here. But look at Microsoft. So they're up 2% in the pre-market. Let me show you what's so incredible about them. Their cloud business just grew incredibly. Look at their intelligent cloud business is up 20% year over year. So it saw a nice jump in revenue, and so did their profits. Their net income was 25 billion. Annualize that. That's 100 billion of after-tax profit a year, up 17%. Very solid earnings. You get a 0.72% dividend yield with Microsoft. Great company. Just buy and hold forever. Like don't trade Microsoft. Just hold them for the long run. American Airlines is going up. Let's check out AA. I don't love the airlines. They're fun to trade, but you don't want to buy and hold this one for the long run. They're just not a good investment. They've underperformed the S&P by a huge chunk. So I wouldn't buy an airline and expect to outperform the S&P. Maybe, but like, here's the thing: if we go to American Airlines right here, the net income's just so choppy. Like they make net income, then they lose net income. So this is why I'm not buying American Airlines. Let's see. Let's see a CY F or wait, CYFRF. Let's see if that's stock. Um, is this the stock you're talking about? I'm not too sure. It might not be on here. What the? Look at this. I don't even know. If you give me the name of the company, tell me the name. It's probably on here, but with a different ticker symbol. Can you check DEFT? Yeah, let's check DEFT. DeFi Technologies. Wow, look at that huge green candle. They're up. Whoa. The more I zoom out, the better the chart looks. They're at an all-time high right now. Geez, they're up 7% in the pre-market. So there's no data for the financials here. Are they a small company? Oh yeah, so they're only worth 1 billion. Um, so they're up 7% of the pre-market. But yeah, this stock is done if you've ever bought the stock, you know you're up on your position. So congrats if you own them. I mean, geez, and they're up in the pre-market. Yoed up El Guapo said CPS stock. What is this one's Cooper Standard? So let's see. Unfortunately, the stock is not done too good on the weekly. Ooh, so the whole company is worth 420 million. So they're a very small company. So Sealing Systems. So yeah, the business isn't doing too good. Looks like it's down. What about Oh, well, we're about to end the stream here. You know what? This ain't good anyway. Appreciate y'all being here. Hey, please drop a like on the YouTube and TikTok for watching this. Sorry for the lag here. I'm not at my house right now and the Wi-Fi is terrible here. But yeah, anyway, let me go to the net income for this company. Yo, we're gonna be live. We stream every day, twice a day. We'll be live later today. By the way, I don't sell anything. I don't have a course, book, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram. Please watch out for people impersonating me. But let's see. They did make net income in the two most recent quarters. So that's the good news. CPS did make some net income, but they have a really leveraged balance sheet, more liabilities than assets. So I'd be careful with CPS. I mean, nothing's really blowing me away there. They could still do good though. That's the thing. SOL strategy. It's a Canadian. Let's wait. SOL. Let me type it in. Um, SOL. I can't find that one. It's a micro strategy for Solana, basically. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know if I have that one on here. Maybe it's this one. I'm not too sure. But yeah. Hey, do you think it's gonna be a green day or a rug pull this afternoon, yo? I hope it's gonna. We're gonna hold on. It's gonna be a green day. Yeah, again, not financial advice. Here's my portfolio. If we look at the Qs right now. Wow, Qs are now up over 4%. QQQ's up 4.12. So congrats if you own any stocks. And just the S&P. S&P is up 3.1. New intraday high. New intraday high right now. So yo, have a great morning. Have a great day, guys. We'll be live later today. Appreciate y'all being here. Good luck out there. Mark is doing great. So see you guys later. Thanks again for being here. And thank you all for who y'all are on the YouTube stream. Have a great day. Please drop a like on the video and go watch my most recent YouTube video. Let me know what you think about it. If you want, please subscribe. We go live.